Santiago Bernabeu was broken yesterday. 15:07. That's all the time says there. When you look at this one on your screen, Santiago, see, the way they locked that roof yesterday, that even surprised me. More years ago, the way they locked that roof, that surprised me. At the end of the day, after all is said and done, more is said and done. Just look at this one. Look at the way it was closed out. This is what they call that atmosphere where you feel like the home side knows the pitch very well. Santiago Bernabeu. And then, what more can be said about the game played yesterday? Real Madrid of Spain lost in a very, very bad way against Arsenal. Now, look at this one now. Real Madrid 3+ goal comeback from first leg European competition. I must tell you, 1975 European Cup against Derby County. First leg, they lost away from home. And when they lost, it felt like, yes, we can come back. And then second leg, they got it all right, 5-1. Good to say. Now, in 1984, 1985 UEFA Cup, the Anderlecht, to say. Now, first leg, they lost 3-0. So you know they are comeback kings. But can I tell you, all of these things you see on your screen or you're having on your screen right now has never been the UEFA Champions League. Now, this is European competition. You can say the point. Now, UEFA Cup in Anderlecht, against Anderlecht, we saw the result there. Now, the closest of them all before the very set game yesterday was 1985, 1986 UEFA Cup against Borussia Mönchengladbach. First leg, lost 1-5, and then you feel like it's done. At this point in time, no away goals. It's not about the, what they call it, it's not about how they say aggregates. No, away goal does count here. Now, second leg, they locked it at Santiago Bernabeu, and it was 4-0 against Borussia Mönchengladbach from the German side. But can I tell you, Real Madrid hasn't come back from 3+ goal loss in the first leg in 40 years in European competitions. Now, and for Arsenal, you needed to know, they've never conceded 3 goals since 2023 till yesterday night. You can see that post. It sounds like a switch. Let's go more. Now, congratulations to Arsenal. I must say this one. What else do I have there? Now, this is quite interesting. The last time Arsenal knocked out Real Madrid in the Champions League, I'm going to call this from my head, yeah. I recall this squad. They had the likes of, big players. They have a brain, that very team. Now, we have Colotiri, Lehmann, Alexander Leb, Senderos, Fabregas, Gilberto Silva, Eboué, Fabregas, Ljungberg, late years also there. We recall Klitsch was also in that very squad, I recall. Now, let's go more. So this was the set that beat Real Madrid in that very, very tournament. This was the last time, not until yesterday. Okay, now, we say, okay, that's it. They say remontada. After all those remontada things not still work. Arsenal got it right. So these both guys stole the show. Now, can I tell you one thing about these guys? I'm liking that Arsenal won that very game. Not an Arsenal fan, but why? Because they put in the right work. These two players you have on your screen have really worked under the manager. I'm talking about no other name but Mikel Arteta. How well have they come? They've been defensive, they've been resilient, they've had the prowess. They've just been out there for Arteta. So Real Madrid yesterday, and I can get to say, against 2009, that was the last time Arsenal going to do very well. So you can say 16 years ago in some scenarios. Now you can say 21 goal when side Monaco won them. That boy, Marcus Kelly, was not born. Now let's go. Now, what more can be said about this? Now, that's a picture about Saka and now, come to think of it, let's tell you before today. He said, I knew it was not a my arm was really on Mbappe. I'm a honest guy. If I Declan Rice, they came yesterday, they cooked it very well, and then he won the man of the match back to back. And then he said, next is Ipswich. Let's see how it goes. But Paris Saint-Germain, we are so focused. Bad news, Arsenal will be without a Party. Okay. And then, okay, you see this. This was how the game started. Santiago Bernabeu, the fans were just out there. The ovation was high, actually. The motivation was the toppest of them all. And I felt like with this crowd, then I did see for screen, so they're supposed to win that game. But yes, they did not win the game. It happened to be Martinelli breaking the hearts of the Spanish people right there at the Santiago Bernabeu. Estadio Santiago Bernabeu. Okay. The game yesterday, that's Vasquez. Please be on me, watch me, please. Vasquez has come to say Arsenal came to defend. They did practically nothing in the first half. And that's about the man who cried like a baby yesterday, the skipper of the side. He's won the Champions League. He don't win almost everything. Why diverse? I bet we'll come on that one. Unless we have this man. Yes, this is like the bad news. Now, let me even say this quickly. Everybody knows Real Madrid is the bigger side. And before then, if you want to play for Real Madrid, your mentality needs to be very high. Now, Kylian Mbappe feel like the only thing I need for is to be in the Madrid shirt. And that gives me the opportunity to win the just maybe. Now, how bad it is for the Frenchman, Saliba caged him off. And not just about caging him off, winner, no doubt. But when he joined Real Madrid, everybody felt like, yes, they are here, good to go. It's so bad that his clubs are, where he left, Paris Saint-Germain, are currently in the semi-final playing against Arsenal. But Mbappe remains without a Champions League in his career. 9 seasons, 0 Champions League titles. That's 9 seasons, 0 Champions League titles. He didn't win it with Monaco. Neither did he win it with Paris Saint-Germain. Now he didn't win it with Madrid. So he still has the time. He's still, should I say still young? That too. But if he comes to this one young, now you can talk about Miles Kelly. Okay, that's about. Okay. We put in a lot of crosses, but they don't have now, don't lose my don't lose came out alive. He's big. He's very brave. He's very big. He came out in the big space and stood against Saka, and Saka went to go the other route, and then he missed out. Okay, congratulations to Arsenal, I must say. Now, no excuse. The best way to do this picture, not even try. I know that I want to talk about it, because if you see this picture, you're going to say, man, they worry. He's not really happy. He's so worried. But can I tell you, Real Madrid loses in both. Wait, I'll tell you about Nigerian news. Don't worry. More just talk about the Champions League happened yesterday. Because the hot pass. So Real Madrid lost, or let's better was say, Real Madrid loses in both legs of the Champions League for the first time in 20 years. So these people, 15-time champion, this cup, and then get like they own this cup. They know how to this very one. They look like this cup. Now, the man you have on your screen, Carlo Ancelotti, is not really happy. I don't know what's his fate actually for now, because Florentino Perez said, I like him, we are friends, blah, 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 blah. But man, we're not going to do it right. He's not for Nigeria, they don't suck on this morning. Now, Real Madrid fails to qualify for the Champions League semi-final for the first time in 5 years. Oh, okay, they own the competition actually, and a big side with that. Let's go more and have this one. Now, still on the Champions League talk, I'll tell you about the Inter Milan results that we saw yesterday. But we go, now this is the track. This is the road to Munich 2025. Now, whose report do you believe? Paris Saint-Germain or Arsenal or Barcelona or Inter Milan? Nobody sees Inter Milan, they call it battle. Now, look at this, what do you call it? You can see the knockout stage bracket and how it is. We'll see who takes it to Munich. Now, Paris Saint-Germain got past Aston Villa, regardless of Konsa, and then, McGinn's goal. It was not enough to stop them from getting to the very top. But what more can be said? Paris Saint-Germain, the better side, they've won the Ligue 1 side, they are this very one, and they've never won this Champions League. They never won it with Lionel Messi. Now they have Kavicha Kvaratskhelia, they have Desiree Doué, they have Dembele, Ousmane Dembele, they get Jean Neves, they get Vitinha, they get Fabian Ruiz. There are so many. Pacho, Nuno Mendes, Marquinhos, quality team. But against an Arsenal side, I don't know what to make. I don't be Arsenal fan. I make Thomas Partey go with the touch person. Use your sense. Use your sense. Where is your playing semi-final? Paris Saint-Germain, Arsenal, or let's say Arsenal, Paris Saint-Germain. But the first leg is going to be at the Emirates. While Barcelona, Inter Milan. Okay, what more do we have in the Champions League talk? Let's go. Okay, we'll just enter this one. Now, Inter Milan Inter make 8, finally made it to the final 4. They will face Barcelona on aggregate. This man, when I see for on a screen, not be say with the carry the iPad, class player. I think his PR is not just that so big. I will say Lautaro Martinez scoring after Harry Kane, scoring 50. Harry Kane said, major trophy, you go win, and no worry, you win Bundesliga, no doubt. Now, the 2 Englishmen scored yesterday, but was not enough to take them through. But I love to say that Lautaro Martinez scored, and then Pavard, the Frenchman, in 2018 with France in Russia, also got it all right. In other words, long story cut, it's winning that game against Bayern. This is when I see for screen, as I see him, let me even tell you something. Now, I saw this one. Joseph Stanisic pushed the ball boy off his stool. The ball away from the defender at the end of Bayern Munich loss to Inter Milan. You know, you see this one? Champions League team. All right. What more can be said? Well, the game does not condone this. And the CBS Sports just carry on. But it's fine. Now, let me tell you, officially, Paris Saint-Germain to the 9th April 2025 place, and that's where that game will be taken on from to start with. And next will be the Barcelona Inter Milan. Let's go with that very one. Now, Barcelona Inter Milan. Let's see. Let's see. I'm off this one. Let's go to the next one. Okay. We see how it goes at the end of the day. Road to the 5 UEFA Champions League. Okay. Okay, this one. Just go to the Super Eagles news and know what we have next. Okay, this is the road. This one, Munich awaits, but did not make it to that very. Talk about the final four. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so this is the one I love. Right now, after being knocked out of the Champions League in the leg of the quarterfinal by Arsenal, Vinicius Junior still made sure he. Let me say he begged. He asked me beg him. That video. I will bring him. I will video come. Now he begged and say, please give me your jersey. Like he begged him. They literally begged, say, I beg, bros. Give me. We'll bring that video. No, I must make you say now watch out. When I say Saka, please. Now when you watch both players, you say the star boy is actually Saka. But who gets the PR? Who get the highest hype now? Vinicius Junior. But anything is possible on this game. So it's a real recognized real for that very game. Okay, let's bring you the last one before we talk about the Nigerian Super Eagles. Make I fist NFF. Media body for a year word one side. Now, what's the last one I have there on the screen? The last one is okay, the UEFA back. Let's say the UEFA award back in 2010, where Mourinho stole the show. Defender of the year was Maicon. The footballer of the year was Milito. Forward of the year was Milito as well. Goalkeeper of the year was Caesar. And then the midfielder was Wesley Schneider. Now, let's go back and talk about the Nigerian. My name is Kizzy K. Talk about this true. Now, the Super Eagles news. Which I want to tell you now. Super Eagles news. Let's talk about it. Now, the Super Eagles news, let's start with when we have 6 players dropped. Eric Chell invites new players for Super Eagles friendly tournament in England. Head coach of the Nigerian senior national team, Eric Chell, will not include those who were part of the squad in a soon-to-be released list of players for the Unity Friendly Cup. That's the Unity Cup. The coach called up 23 players for the World Cup against Zimbabwe, respectively, but will be making some changes. That's the word. To the squad that secured the 2-0 win against Kigali side and then draw in Uyo 4 days later. Now we can exclude 6 players who were part of who would not be on the one and who failed to impress the coach. Me now, I don't know the player. Around, and it's also the same for Remo Star goalkeeper Kayode Banko. Torunariga did not test them. Ogu did not test them. Kayode did not test them, but they will be available. So there will also be no space for Alassane Yusuf of MLS side, the new revolution. In attack, Victor Boniface will be the biggest casualty with the squad. The coach that increasing pressure to drop the ball of when the coach job, you will understand Eric Chell, the rest. But are we going to see Boniface get the result right in the Unity Cup? Time will tell. Joe Aribo will also be, he'll also not be informed this time around. I'm failing to get a minute in the 2 games played in the World Cup qualifier. And also, there's also concern about Chukwueze. Samuel Chukwueze keeping a spot in the team owing to his unimpressive performance in the World Cup qualifier. Now we got from close of French to better Udinese. Leon Balogun is also said to be on that list of possible additions with the coach, keen on adding experience to his squad. Now, let's go to the part where there's a news that is looking like it's not a friendly one. Let's talk about Super Eagles midfielder Frank Onyeka. Now, he has revealed that he felt disappointed after being dropped from the team for the World Cup qualifier games against Rwanda and Zimbabwe. Now, me, I not believe I said they could drop him. I thought he was a very, very key player for Eric Chell. We never saw him. Now, on loan to Bonner Augsburg, Onyeka was initially included a Nigerian 79-member final contract release, but the head coach, now Onyeka said, I was quite sad about it. Coach, no player. We can watch the next, but go on a break. Close against and the top to start our and we Onyeka may for the Unity Cup in May will be held at the Brentford GTX Stadium, so he knows that place very well. Are we going to see on time? Okay, so quickly tell you. Okay, Okocha. If we're going to break, we'll return the stay with us.
Is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being of an individual. It's the fundamental right to an attainable standard of health, without distinction of race, religion, or political belief. On VOP TV, we bring you Health Check, a show that x-rays different health issues and provides solutions experts in the medical field. Join us every Saturday, 2 p.m. on Health Check. Health Check on VOP TV. Your health, our priority.
To know the happenings in the maritime sector, join us on the program Maritime Frontiers on VOP TV as we discuss key areas in the maritime sector from aquaculture.
If I say Arsenal network don't stay. Now more enter from this Arsenal news come Nigeria. Don't questions to ask. Don't know what now. You might feel like they are not the best side, they're not good enough, blah 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 blah, whatever. But just give it a chance. My man never. This team, there's something about Arsenal. The only thing about Arsenal was party can go collect yellow card. It was that bad. Now let's talk about the World Cup. Nigeria won't go. not be to go walk up with the team. If not go, then I go. For NFL, if you not concern that one, more just go walk up. Now, that man, bring her first. Now, more telling us something. Okocha news. You see this coach? This coach, when I carry conference, I will tell you about this coach. Then they call Fanny Amun. I ain't follow, they raise the matter. Because as it be now, Super Eagles old. And if you get anything with me, I go feed do for studio now to the talk am. You know say my mouth not good, I go to talk am. From radio to TV, NFL they find me for Abuja, now I never reach. They go find me where I go to talk am. See, go pay their good. My own. When they carry me for something, say I talk, when say good, I go trend. You know what I see? Not be person go talk for NYC. That guy, yeah, NYC talk. You not trend. I see him. I even TikTok. I like him. So it's possible. Anything is possible. But let's talk about JJ Okocha now. Everybody know. Former Super Eagles captain Okocha has backed the national team to bounce 2026 FIFA World Cup. If you talk this, you'll be like saying a miracle. Now in the not be the player more. Now in the talk now. But despite the slow start to the qualifying campaign, Okocha believes the Super Eagles still have what it takes to reach the tournament final at the end of the day. Now, not be to talk about say you be legend. By say you don't play during your time, you play well, you go walk up, we see you. Now he said we must win all. He said this in an interview on a Dick that Okocha, who played for Nigeria at the Cup campaign, and then he said the team must now win all their remaining matches to stand a chance. He continues, if we want to give ourselves any chance of qualifying, we have to be thinking of winning all our remaining matches, of course. Bafana at top of the group, it will be a difficult game for us, but we still believe we can go there and win if we want to qualify. Okay. This one, back. Get up to one as we say get this thing. See that picture. Get sitting here. See now this. We both say he plays like he's not a Nigerian. He plays like he's not an African player. Okocha now. Better good as people say. Are not the same. So if I go 3 years in Africa camp, everybody just stand up, say big names don't come. So if they don't talk, you give them respect. He set up, had that altitude. They wanted to be at the World Cup. They knew what it takes to be at the World Cup. Because the way they tell very well, I don't say it again though. Before all of them, the economy. They say we will win all our matches. They like saying we will win all our. Is there. South Africa, they are also upset about this. Every time they talk about Nigeria making it to the World Cup, they're always calling South Africa. Waiting they do, doing them. Manager. As controversy rages over a report in some section of sports social media that former Super Eagles weekend. Now, a former assistant in the national team coaching crew, or say team coaching crew, Fatah, for the calling for his name, he has revealed that he's facing a similar situation. I beg, if this thing are really true, you are not ashamed. How you not go to owe people money? VOP TV Sports now can see gather that say the former first shooting stars